Boo. Spam. Got another voice, so let me check this one out.
Oh yeah, Barbara, you called my wife on her voice message. I'm not sure what property you're talking about. My name is Joel, and you can call me at this number, 713-660. Let's get no get.
Say less, got a lead. They probably ain't got the right people helping them.
I got ready for the time I was 31. Here's the best advice I give my teenage friends. It was easy. What can I tell you? It was hard? No, it was easy. You say, well, Mr. Rohn, if it was so easy, how come everybody else around you during that 6 years, how come they didn't get rich? Here's why. It's easy not to. Found an opportunity. That's all you got to do in America, search for an opportunity. Take the first one, right, try it. If that isn't it, leads to another. One door closes, another door opens. This is what's exciting about America. It's full of opportunity. Here was the promise I got, and I bring it to you. Here's what my teacher said. If you will change, Mr. Rohn, he said, if you will change, everything will change for you.
What's going on, guys? It's your man House Buying Brian, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how I just picked up a property subject to with over 100% cash on cash return. So in this video, what I want to do for you guys, I want to share with you the deal breakdown, some hacks to save money, some hacks to make more money, and if you stick with me to the end, I'm going to share with you guys a powerful tool we use to pick up opportunities like this and to help you stand in front of your competition. Let's get it. All right, so first things first, guys. If a contractor was coming to this property and they were saying, okay, I can get it ready for you, the first thing they're going to try to do is they're going to try to repaint this whole house. And if you repaint this whole house, you're looking at anything between $3,000 to maybe $4,500 depending on the painter. So if you look here, man, this is all banged up. I mean, these walls are looking pretty bad, but not everywhere. All right, this house was built in 2007. So what you want to do, all right, to save the cost of repainting the whole place is you want to try to match the color. I'm trying to shoot a YouTube video. Anyway, so you want to try to match the color. So right here, what you can do is you can actually take an X-Acto knife or a butter knife, and you can scrape off a piece of this. You don't want to go too deep into the sheetrock, just like the top layer, and you want to take that piece and bring it to your local hardware store, preferably a high-end that knows how to match colors. You can do Home Depot or like a Sherwin-Williams, and they can try to match this exactly. So if you're not doing a high-end flip, it doesn't make sense to spend all the money if you really don't have to, if it's just some nicks and dings in every single room. All right, so the next hack. You know, we had our contractor come by here and he said, to make it look nice, $12,000. And you know, when we start to look at the itemized, he was looking at replacing, you know, the whole floor, putting a good old gray package that we like to put in properties, but it's not necessary, guys. This carpet can be salvaged. It's not in really bad condition. If you notice going into the kitchen, you got some wear right here. But I mean, all in all, you'll be surprised what a good carpet cleaning would do. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna get a carpet cleaning company to come steam and shampoo this carpet. And guys, I've seen carpet way worse than this. After the steam cleaning company was done, it looks like brand new carpet. Typically, I use Stanley Steamer. I'm sure you guys are familiar with them. That's a big name brand, and they're not really that expensive. So we're looking at maybe 300 plus to fully, you know, steam clean this carpet and make it look brand new. Not only is it gonna look brand new, guys, it's gonna smell, it's gonna smell better, right? And that's gonna be on one of the tips a little later about smell when you're trying to sell a house or rent a house.
You own that property?
I actually sold that property years ago. What were you guys looking to do?
I thought, according to our records, either you were trying to sell that property or either you were trying to sell it or an expired listing.
Gotcha. You're a realtor or you're an investor looking to buy?
I'm a realtor.
Okay. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I'm not sure why it shows that. What type of database are you guys looking at? I've actually gotten like 4 calls all of a sudden, like in the last 4 or 5 days.
Are you serious? Yeah, it's just it's a database of expired and for sale by owner.
Oh, okay.
Listings.
Got you.
Yeah, so that's where it's coming from.
Okay, man, I'm so sorry, man. Yeah, I actually sold that property during Hurricane Harvey like 3 years ago, man. We bought it cash. It was fully gutted, and we sold it as is to a church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Thank you so much for calling back. I appreciate it.
No, absolutely, man. Thanks. You have a blessed day.
Okay, you too. You take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yo, that's so crazy, and the most random things happen in my YouTube videos, and that's why I like to shoot raw. So that's a perfect segue. I know this is not what the video about is. As a real estate investor, guys, if you're really trying to find opportunities, make sure you're using the correct database and the correct services. In the last, I don't know what service everybody is using, because it's been all realtors that's called me. I've gotten about 7 calls in the last week about this property I sold 3 years ago during Hurricane Harvey. So I don't know. One person said Zillow. He just said a database, but I think that was a great plug to just tell you guys, don't skimp and try to cut cost savings on things like that. And here's the reason why. You might say, oh, I want to use this because it's cheaper or it's free, but paying a few dollars extra or a few cents extra might be what you need to get in touch with that homeowner that's going to make you $20, $30, $40, $50,000. It's not worth it to use old or database sources that don't give you accurate information. So, but back to where we was going. So let me share with you exactly how I got this deal. This deal actually came from another wholesaler. We're just starting out. This was actually going to be his very first deal. He got the deal under contract. It was a couple going through a divorce, and the property was kind of like approaching pre-foreclosure. He got it under contract. When he got the title back, it looks like it was an additional lien that kind of ate up a little bit of the equity. And so his buyer that was actually going to buy the property, once the title commitment came back, left him hanging. The cash buyer did not want the deal anymore, and it did not make sense for a wholesale deal. So he reached out to me. I don't know how he got his number, got my number, but we worked it out, and we were still able to help this couple save the property from pre-foreclosure, get the seller some money in their pocket, help the wholesaler get some money as well. And that's basically how we did it. We had to use another strategy called Subject To. I'm sure you guys, if you've been looking at my channel, you guys are familiar with this strategy. So what I want to show you guys now is some ways that you can make more money when trying to sell a house. And it is very, very inexpensive type of hacks. All right, so first things first, guys, anytime you show a property for rent, for sale, group showings is where it's at. Group showing. So you don't want to be running around town or have somebody else running around town or even leave a code for people to come in and out. You want to be there so you can handle all objections. And most importantly, you want other people to see the other people interested in the property. There's this known phenomenon amongst people called social proof. And what this means is people want what other people want. And so it increases the need, to try to grab the deal when other people see there's other people interested. And you guys fall for this all the time. You don't know it. I'll give you an example. You see some stale donuts in the break room, but you're starving, right? And the reason you probably choose to pass on the donuts is because everybody else passed. If they don't want it, maybe something's wrong with that donut, right? And so it works in opposite. When there's many people seeing a property at once, it drives the price up. So always use group showings when you're trying to sell something. All right, so another thing is you want the property to smell really good. First impression is everything. Guys, even if the house is great, freshly remodeled, when somebody steps in and there's a stale type of smell or it smells bad, it's a real turnoff for people. So you want to make sure it smells great. Now, when we steam clean and shampoo this carpet, is going to really make it smell different. We're not going to get that real fresh paint smell because I told you we're saving money. We're not going to repaint the whole thing. But another thing we're going to do is these plugins, guys. These things work like magic. So you can do something like this. I wouldn't put anything and leave it that could catch the property on fire, but anything like this that you could plug in to, make it smell really good is going to be worth it, and it's going to increase the value subconsciously in people's mind. So we're upstairs in one of the bedrooms. This is a 4-bed, 2.5 bath house. It was built in 2007. It's in pretty good condition. one other tip to help increase the perceived value of a home is you want it to look clean, okay? So doing things like pressure washing the driveway, okay? Doing things like cutting the grass, just making sure the grass is cut. And this is a little unknown hack, that the windows, you want the windows from the street to really shine and really to look like see-through. So what you can do, if there are screens on the window, take the screens off and store them in a closet. It's really gonna change the appearance and the curb appeal for the property. So you got that tip here. Hey Renee, what's going on, man?
Hey,
Hey, what time you coming back? What time you coming back?
I'm here.
You say you here? You outside?
No.
You here?
My buddy is there.
Huh?
My guys are over there now.
Yeah. So what time you coming back?
In about an hour.
In about an hour?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm about to go. I gotta do some training for one of our new disposition managers. So I'll talk to you later. Okay. Just make sure that everything is locked up. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Okay, bud.
All right. All right, and as promised, guys, I'm gonna show you guys what we've been using. So we actually use an app called AnyDeal. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually open up the AnyDeal app, and I'm gonna go to analyze my deal. I'm gonna put the address in there. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna blur it out just for security reasons. I trust y'all. I don't need any crazies come and vandalize my spot, right? That's here in Houston, Texas. All right, and I'm gonna search the property. And you see the property, the picture came up and everything, the ARV, the rental rate. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the owner's name just for privacy reasons. I'm just gonna put Sally Seller. And then I'm gonna let it do its work. I'm gonna let it analyze the deal for me. So does this property have a mortgage? Yes, the property did have a mortgage. So how much did the actual sellers owe? With everything included, $151,000. Okay. Total monthly payments. The principal, interest, taxes, and insurance on this monthly mortgage payment is $924 a month. Behind on payments, yes, the property was actually $3,041 behind on mortgage payments. Repairs, guys, I showed you some of the hacks. Originally, we had a quote about $12K. We got it down to $3,500 just to do the few things that we're doing. Cleaning the yard, all that. So I'm gonna put $3,500 here. Cash to seller, we gave the seller $1,000, right? And notice that we have two options, subject to and a lease option. Wholesale is not a fit. It wasn't enough equity for a wholesale deal. So I'm gonna go ahead and click subject to because I would rather have ownership and the title to the property. So as you look here, I was able to cut some closing costs. So instead of it being that much in closing costs, our closing cost was about $347 to get an attorney to draft up all the necessary paperwork. And I normally do my own property management, but I'm gonna put a 5% expense for vacancy, all right? And here, guys, you see it's 104% cash on cash return, and this property is gonna cash flow $686 a month. But look, I'm not finished yet. So if I hit this airplane button, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the first offer to the seller, and I'm gonna send that over. And what we have is a letter-headed offer that we're gonna send directly to the seller. Now I can send this via text message, I can send it via email, guys, and it works like magic. And this is one of the tools we use to make offers to sellers. And another thing about this tool, it actually allows you to electronically sign documents. This is actually something that we created about a year ago, really changed the game because we found that this methodology from reaching out to sellers is so effective. And that's how we buy properties like this all the time. We make multiple offers, we use the AnyDeal app, it does most of the work for us, and voila, got a new property. Guys, you could imagine in Houston, Texas, one of the most competitive markets, there was a lot of other investors that was trying to lock this deal up, but you know, we came out victorious. So that's one of the tools you can use to really help you. If you want a free trial, you could check out the link below and try that out. But as always, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. You got some tips and some value. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe. See you guys on the next video.
Vai ter briga de